Here is a quick look at the Rackboss, which is here, for the Kawasaki Teryx. This is going on my T4, it's a 2020. This is the OEM rack. I noticed a lot of play in the steering wheel, excessive, I should say. And the wheels started doing their own thing when I hit bumps. So I don't know how good this is gonna focus, but that's the teeth. I mean, they don't look too bad, all in all. This is the Rackboss. Pretty much the same. Teeth are a bit longer on it, but this was the big thing here. Now, here, turning, you get nothing. I'm gonna have to put a pair of channel locks on it to turn it. This is the OEM one. I'm barely even using any strength to turn it. It's just in and out. Now I understand it's, it's got some years on it, but yeah, even the shaft between the two shaft is a bit longer on the Rackboss than the OEM, along with the splines here, the teeth. And then the Rackboss one is a lot longer. And so we're gonna see how this works out, and we'll keep you updated and see if there's still play in it, which there shouldn't be as much, excessive. And also on the Rackboss, you have to notice that the insert side here for this is, I'll have it smaller than the Rackboss side. The Rackboss, I believe, is a 14 millimeter. This is a 13 millimeter. So you got to keep that in mind. But the Rackboss, when you do get it, it also comes with bigger tie rods to compensate for that. So you don't have to use the OEM ones. If this is broken, you pretty much just chuck it in the trash because you won't use the tie rods or the steering rack. And then also on the OEM one, you notice it has this bit taken out, and that's on both sides there. That's been like that since new. And the Rackboss does not have that. It's just solid. I think this cracked on this one, my OEM one. This lip here, because that indent is on both sides, this piece cracked backwards or broke off. And so that was another reason why I wanted to replace it, and it stripped the heck out of all the threads inside. So the new Rackboss, I'm putting my Overdose Fab heavy duty tie rods into it. And you have to order when you do order the Overdose Fab tie rods, if you're upgrading to the Rackboss steering rack, you have to tell them that you want the Rackboss clevis joint, and they'll send you the larger hex nut that will fit into it, because of course it won't fit into the stock one. So he'll send you that. And also the actual clevis, I'm just gonna drill mine out. This is the clevis that comes with the Rackboss. I'm sorry, the Overdose Fab tie rods. This is the clevis that he sends you. And then there's a Heim joint that goes in between, and you bolt through. But I'm just drilling my hole out to accommodate the larger hex nut. And that's for the overdose fab tie rods. Now the stock, if you don't have the overdose fab HD tie rods, then you can just use the hardware that comes with this. It comes with all the nuts and bolts that fit this new shaft for the thing. So you can basically throw all the OEM stuff to the side and just use all the new stuff. But for the overdose fab, you have to drill the knuckle out in order to accommodate the new bolt. It goes down into the knuckle that holds the other side of this to the tie rod. But again, this is just for the overdose fab install that this clevis is for. And when I get everything installed, I'll do another short vid to see where everything comes together and make sure that this longer shaft didn't cause any type of issue, since it is longer than the OEM one. But again, the splines are a bit longer. So we'll see. All right, that's it.